Have you ever caught your cat staring at something that simply isn't there? Not a toy, not a bug, just empty space. And yet their eyes lock in, their pupils widen, their whole body goes still, like they're watching something move through your world that you can't even begin to see. Here's the unsettling part. They actually are. Your cat doesn't experience your home the way you do. Same walls, same room, same moment, completely different reality. Science shows that your cat is picking up signals, patterns, and sensations that never reach you. Things hidden in light, in sound, in movement, even inside your own body. And once you start noticing it, you won't be able to unsee it. In this video, you're going to discover 6 things your cat sees and senses every single day that are completely invisible to you. Some of them are fascinating, some of them are strangely comforting, and 1 or 2 might genuinely give you chills. So if you've ever felt like your cat understands more than it should, stay with me. And if you love your cat enough to want to understand their world a little better, consider subscribing. Not for me, for them. Because what you're about to learn might change the way you look at your cat forever. Imagine walking into your own bedroom and suddenly realizing it's covered in patterns you've never seen before. That plain white wall, it's glowing. That shirt you wear every day, covered in strange markings. Even your plants, quietly shining in ways you've never noticed. That's the world your cat lives in. Cats can see ultraviolet light, something completely invisible to us. So while your home feels familiar and predictable to your cat, it's layered with hidden signals and glowing details you'll never experience. Think about that moment when your cat suddenly becomes obsessed with a random spot on the couch. You look, nothing. They stare like they've discovered something important. They probably have. There was a story of a cat who kept pawing at a specific corner of a rug every single day. The owner thought it was just a weird habit, until a UV light revealed faint stains and patterns from things long gone. To the cat, that spot wasn't empty. It was alive with information. And suddenly, those random behaviors don't feel so random anymore. Your cat isn't just looking at your world, they're looking through it, into a version of reality that's richer, more detailed, and completely hidden from you. And if light itself is different for them, wait until you realize what silence sounds like. You know that moment when your cat suddenly freezes, ears tilted forward, eyes locked on something you can't hear? You pause, you listen, nothing. But for your cat, that silence is full of sound. There's a faint electrical hum coming from your charger, a high-pitched buzz from a distant appliance, tiny scratching noises inside the walls that never reach your ears. To you, it's a quiet evening. To your cat, it's a layered soundscape, constantly shifting. I remember someone saying their cat would always leave the room at the exact same time every night. No pattern, no visible reason. It felt random, until they discovered a device in the house that emitted a high-frequency noise when it overheated. The cat wasn't being strange. It was avoiding something uncomfortable that no human could detect. And suddenly, it clicks. That random alertness. Those quick head turns. The way they sometimes stare toward a corner like they're tracking something moving through the air. They're not imagining things. They're hearing a world that's hidden from you. Your cat is living inside a constant stream of subtle signals, whispers of sound that guide their attention, their instincts, their decisions. So next time they react to nothing, maybe it's not nothing at all. And if their ears can catch things you can't even perceive, imagine what they feel before anything even happens. Have you ever noticed your cat acting off hours before a storm? Restless, pacing, maybe hiding under furniture or staying unusually close to you? And at the time, it feels random, unpredictable, until the rain finally hits. Cats don't wait for the storm to arrive. They feel it coming. Their bodies are incredibly sensitive to changes in atmospheric pressure and tiny vibrations in the ground. Long before thunder is audible or clouds fully gather, your cat is already picking up the shift. There's a quiet tension in the air, and they feel it. Some people have shared stories of their cats becoming anxious before earthquakes, minutes or even longer before any human noticed anything. No shaking yet, no warning signs, just a cat that suddenly knows something is wrong. Imagine living with that kind of awareness, feeling the world change before it shows itself. It explains those strange moments when your cat suddenly goes still, ears slightly back, scanning the room like something unseen just passed through. Not fear, not exactly, more like anticipation. They are tuned into signals that haven't reached you yet. And maybe that's why when they choose to come close during those moments, it feels intentional, like they're not just reacting to the world but also checking on you. Because if they can sense storms before they arrive, what else about you do they already know before you do? Have you ever walked up to your door and your cat is already there, waiting? Not by coincidence, not by luck, almost like they knew. You might think it's routine. Maybe they just expect you around a certain time. But here's where it gets interesting. Cats don't just recognize schedules, they recognize you. Your footsteps have a rhythm. Your car has a unique sound signature. Even the way your keys move in your pocket creates a pattern your cat has memorized. There was a story of a cat who would sit by the window at random times, long before their owner turned the corner. Not every day, not on a strict schedule, but always at the exact moment the owner was approaching from blocks away. It didn't make sense, until you realize how deeply cats study the sounds around them. To your cat, you're not just a person. You're a collection of familiar signals moving through the world. And the moment those signals begin to appear, even faintly, they know. That's why sometimes when you're just seconds from opening the door, you can feel it. That quiet anticipation, that presence waiting on the other side. They've already been with you before you even got home. And if they can recognize you from a distance, through sound alone, wait until you see what they notice when you're right in front of them. Picture this. You're sitting still, maybe scrolling on your phone, thinking nothing is happening, when suddenly your cat's eyes snap to a specific spot in the air. They track it, slowly, precisely. Sometimes their head tilts. Sometimes their body follows. You look. Nothing. But your cat sees movement where you see stillness. Their vision is built for detecting the smallest shifts, the faintest flickers. Dust floating through a beam of light. A microscopic insect drifting through the air. Even subtle changes in shadows that your brain filters out completely. There's something almost hypnotic about the way they focus, isn't there? Like they've locked onto something real, even if you can't confirm it. I remember someone noticing their cat repeatedly swiping at empty air near a window every afternoon. It felt random, almost playful, until sunlight revealed tiny particles and insects dancing in the light. What looked like nothing was, to the cat, a whole moving landscape. And suddenly that behavior makes perfect sense. Your cat isn't distracted, they're aware. They're tuned into motion at a level that turns your still world into something alive, constantly shifting, always in motion. So when they stare into space, following something you can't see, it might not be imagination. It might just be a glimpse into a world that's moving too subtly for you to notice. And if they can read movement in the air like that, what do you think they notice when it comes from you? Have you ever had your cat come sit next to you at exactly the moment you needed it most? Not when you called them, not when you reached out, just when something inside you felt off. And somehow they knew. Cats don't just observe your behavior. They sense what's happening beneath it. Your heartbeat changes when you're anxious. Your breathing shifts when you're stressed. Even the subtle tension in your body carries signals your cat can detect. To you, those changes feel internal, invisible, private. To your cat, they're loud. There was someone who noticed their cat would only curl up on their chest during difficult days. Not every night, not out of routine, only when they felt overwhelmed. And the moment the cat settled there, purring softly, something shifted. Like their body was being calmed from the inside out. It wasn't random affection. It was response. Your cat can hear the rhythm of your heart. They can feel the rise and fall of your breath. They can sense when your body is calm, and when it isn't. That's why sometimes they keep their distance when your energy feels tense. And other times, they come closer than ever, pressing into you like they're trying to anchor you back to something steady. They're not just living with you, they're tuning into you. And maybe that's the most surprising thing of all, because it means your cat isn't just seeing a hidden world around you. They're sensing the one inside you too. Maybe your cat was never acting strange. Maybe they've just been experiencing a version of reality that's richer, deeper, and more alive than anything we can see. And in their own quiet way, they've been trying to meet you somewhere in between those worlds. If this made you look at your cat a little differently, give the video a like and consider subscribing. It really helps us keep making these for you and your cat. And I'm curious, where in the world are you watching this from? And what does your cat do that you still can't quite explain?